Why are they buying bangers in America? Companies are buying bangers, building bangers, fortresses under the ground. Why? What do they know? This is by Gavi stuff. This is in 2021. They knew after COVID is going to be a hantavirus. They are lying to you and telling you it's not dangerous, it's not that bad. It spreads slower than COVID. I give them that. When it comes to killing level, it's on 30%. Please, multiply by 10. See something that will make you very sick. Watch this.
Literally vaccinating
the fish you eat for dinner.
For the first time in history, we are genetically altering fish. After a government-approved process shows salmon and sea bass vaccinated at 18,000 fish per hour.
This fish hits you with 11 chemical pesticides. It starts as genetically altered stock, dumped into a sedative bath and injected with a petrochemical lubricant, spreading cancer-linked lumps directly into the flesh. What they don't tell you is that flesh is chemically dyed and raised on a preservative banned in human food, leaching residue into the final product. And it's not only salmon, trout, cod, and sea bass, all scanned for this exact.
Over 90% of you that are listening to me, not following what I'm going to say today. If at all you don't listen to me, there is still a reversal.
Help us.
Hello everybody, we are back on your screens once again with a video from Prophet Uebert Angel addressing this pandemic, the hantavirus and the COVID-19. We have known that from time to time Prophet has been warning us about the vaccines that have been given and injected into our bodies. But right now he's giving us the solution on how to reverse the so-called vaccine and also how to get the antidote for the hantavirus so that it doesn't catch you, and if it does catch you, you'll be able to live. Let's watch the video.
When we spoke about COVID, so many times we kept on talking about COVID, and when we did that, it was so surprising when I talked about it and told people not to have these injections with the mindset that I'm teaching people that believe in me as a prophet, but many didn't listen and they still had the injections anyway. So I come today with a heavy heart, an angry spirit, knowing I teach people who are disobedient. And now I'm busy praying for the same people, sickened by the same thing. So this new one is, of course, is zoonotic virus, meaning say it comes from an animal and it's a rat. And let me say this, for it to be transferred to you, you need to kiss a rat. That's exactly how they told us hantavirus could be transferred from a rat. Now they just changed. I want you to see something. Now, do you see that? I want you to look down. That's 2021, the next pandemic, hantavirus. This is by Gavi stuff. This is in 2021. They knew after COVID is going to be hantavirus. Let me show you what the suit says. It's just one guy who just says a lot of things. There it is. Coronavirus ended 2023. What is the next one? Hantavirus 2026. When did he do it? They know it. You're just being played. Why are they buying bangers in America? Companies are buying bangers.
For what reason?
Building bangers, fortresses under the ground. Why?
For what reason?
What do they know? They don't believe in the rapture. So what do they know? Its rate of fatality is 3%. 1 to 3%. That's COVID. All right? It spreads slower than COVID. I give them that. When it comes to killing level, it's on 30%. Please, multiply by 10. That's COVID. And this is hantavirus. So yes, when it comes to spreading, but look, somebody can survive. 3% can die, but here 30% will die. So which is more dangerous? When we're dealing with just its ability to kill that. So they are lying to you and telling you it's not dangerous. It's not that bad. You know why? Because guess what? It's very difficult to spread it. But if you get it, 80% chance you're dying.
Daniel's asking here, please, how do I get this antidote or vaccine upfront before we are forced to be vaccinated? Daniel from Kenya. Hang on and keep watching the video, Daniel, and you will see exactly what the man of God has prepared for us.
I'm trying to get the people that would listen to listen. But I can foresee over 90% of you that are listening to me not following what I'm going to say today. I want to show you a 2022 clip of a man who was encouraging others to get vaccinated. All right.
Get vaccinated.
Wait, that's 2022. Do you see the guy?
Yes, sir.
Do you see what he's wearing? Green and also that hat. You see that, right? With that beard, encouraging people to get vaccinations. Let's go.
Get vaccinated, gorgeous vaccinated girls, get boosted again if you're eligible.
You see this guy? Yes, sir. Show him in the cruise ship.
I normally wouldn't make a video like
Same
this,
guy wearing the
but
same
I feel
thing.
like I need to say
Telling
something,
people
so
that
I
I'm
put things
in
down.
the boat in this ship, we are having hantavirus.
Yes.
Please let him continue with his story.
On board the MV Hobbyists, and what's happening right
No,
now
start
is
over,
very
start
real.
over.
I normally wouldn't make a video like this.
Wait
but
a
I
minute.
feel
What
like
did you
that-
say, Tondo? Look at that's not his name, by the way. But look at what he said. He said he doesn't do videos like this. He did that in 2022, wearing the same clothes, and all of a sudden he finds himself in the boat where the hantavirus is discovered. Yet he was there in 22, wearing the same thing. You know, these people think we are very stupid. Someone said, "Oh, I think he was just found in the wrong place, wearing the same shirt." Same beard.
Same head.
That means he did these videos all in one day, way back in 2022. So imagine what the enemy is trying to do right now in bringing a certain level of fear. But it starts, they are testing the waters. The idea that you need to do is to say, I'm going to listen this time. I'm not going to be the sheep following everywhere. I understand why Africa follows, especially on the political side of it. That's a different stage altogether. I'm just speaking as a prophet, not as a politician. I'm not one. But remember this, Africa would be food this side, vaccine this side. Aid this side, vaccine this side. You got to accept the vaccine or we don't give you the aid. And the problem of presidents is they are not bishops. They are leaders of sangomas, juju, witches, Christians, Hindus, Muslims. So they are not there to support Christianity. They are there to support the nation. If people want it, they will introduce it. That's the idea of politics. But I'm just a prophet. So I comment on what God says. When Trump talked about ivermectin, healing the people, what did the people say? Fauci said, nah. Then Fauci had an autopen waiting for him, signed that he cannot be prosecuted.
Wow.
So he's immune. Now they are discovering how he lied, and he's immune. And let me tell you something again that you don't understand. The owners of the ship, that cruise ship, have over 72% that they invested in a crisis company that deals with huge debts. That's number one. Number two, they are heavily invested again in the vaccinations. No wonder they can hire a fake crisis actor to destroy their own business. There's been a phenomenon where the Simpsons have been suspected of actually being used by governments to say some things. When Donald Trump came, they had an episode where Donald Trump was becoming president. The first shooting, they had an episode years back where after he became president, someone tried to shoot him. Yes. There is an episode, I believe it was the 23rd season of The Simpsons, and they were showing purple tongues. I want you to look there, up there. A purple tongue or appearance of purple spots on the skin, mucosa, can occur with specific types of hantavirus infection. Let's go to the boat that they were in. And it's written royalty what? Valhalla. And Valhalla means the hall of the fallen or the hall of the dead. But don't worry about it. Let's show the video of what Bart Simpson says when he saw people running around because of the...
They're buying it. They're buying it.
They are believing it. Anyway, come back here. How is a writer of a script, how does he know there is going to be a ship and there's going to be purple tongues, hantavirus, and people are going to buy it? If at all you don't listen to me, there is still a reversal.
Yo, Pastor.
I don't want to endorse anybody, but it will be wonderful to have a certain level of antidote, so to speak, if you can have something you take now before it's forced on you. Because all these viruses are the same to some extent. Let's put one doctor there. I'm not endorsing him, I just want you to see him.
Yeah, hi, good morning. This is Dr. Zelenko. I'd like to give you a biology lesson. There are many viruses in the world, and we categorize them based on their genetic material. And so there's a class of viruses called single-stranded RNA viruses. And some of those viruses include all the COVID strains, COVID-19, influenza virus, RSV virus, Marburg virus, Ebola virus, hantavirus, and there are a few others. The point being is that they all are single-stranded RNA viruses that use the same common pathway in making copies of their genetic material. That's something called RNA-dependent RNA polymerase. That's what I've been talking about for the last 2 years in the context of COVID-19. But if we extrapolate that to think more broadly, then it's the same mechanism of treatment using zinc ionophores, and zinc could inhibit all the strains of COVID-19, influenza virus, RSV virus, Ebola virus, Marburg virus, and hantavirus. This has tremendous amount of national security implications, and I don't think anyone realizes this. And so I'm pleading with our scientists and the honest people in our government to investigate this, because as the recent chatter in the news is going, we're seeing hemorrhagic fever from China. There's concern about Marburg virus, hantavirus, and Ebola virus. These viruses carry, to some estimates, 90% death rates. So I think there may be a solution to all these huge public health and bioterrorist problems, all with one simple, cheap, oral approach. Basically, what I'm saying is if the whole world had enough vitamin D3, high normal levels of vitamin D3, and enough intracellular zinc, we can eradicate most of these health threats. Thank you, and God bless you.
I'm not a doctor. Look at what he's saying. Zinc, vitamin D3. I know what you think. You think there is a doctor who needs to be approached. No. It's everywhere. And it's oral. You just take it through your mouth. Did he say wait until it happens?
No.
And he says, all these viruses have a simple thing, and I've been trying to tell people for 2 years. And nobody listens. I want you to see something that will make you very sick, but not in the way that you think. I told you I'm going to use my soft voice because I wasn't listened to the first time. So I'm also tired of telling people.
Help them.
Some of you are waiting for them to announce that there is now a virus and a vaccine that you're going to be given, even if you refuse to get vaccinated. Watch this.
Literally vaccinating
The fish you eat for dinner.
For the first time in history, we are genetically altering fish after a government-approved process shows salmon and sea bass vaccinated at 18,000 fish per hour.
This fish hits you with 11 chemical pesticides. It starts as genetically altered stock, dumped into a sedative bath and injected with a petrochemical lubricant, spreading cancer-linked lumps directly into the flesh. What they don't tell you is that flesh is chemically dyed and raised on a preservative banned in human food, leaching residue into the final product. And it's not only salmon, trout, cod, and sea bass, all scanned for this exact.
My brothers and sisters, get zinced up. Now, just recently, I believe it's Netherlands, they're making a ruling that if something is genetically modified, you won't know about it.
Yeah.
They are no longer showing you, they are no longer telling you. Because they're saying the risk is very little, there's nothing to try and say this is GMO, this is non-GMO. So what are they saying now? They're trying to tell you that even if we modify the food, you shouldn't know. At feeding level and at packaging level, they're vaccinating it. A dead fish. So it can come to your house already packed with 11. You had it. So you think you are safe just because you didn't get a vaccine? So the issue is not the vaccine. The issue is what you can do to remove it. And last time, you faked being vaccinated, all you wise suckers. You managed to fake it, but now they are going to use something, a light, right? It's a light source that when they vaccinate it, they can put a light on your wrist or anything, and then they can see that, there's luminescence, all right? Guess what it's called? Here we go. Luciferase. It says luciferase is a generic term for a class of oxidative enzymes found in bioluminescent organisms like fireflies. In the lab, it is widely used as a reporter gene to track gene expression, study cellular pathways, and test new drug therapies. But if that's the thing that they're going to use to detect whether you have had the thing or not. You had a video up there. I don't know whether you...
From my vaccine today. Rosie, shine the light on me. Oh, I can't do it at the same time. Shine it there. Nearer to that dot. Oh, jeez, look at that. I've had my vaccine, Rosie. What do you think?
She's happy. She just doesn't know that's Lucifer.
Oh, my God.
All right, no problem. Why on earth are they using the names we use for the devil?
Brethren, can someone here share the link or clear information about the detox tea for the vaccine, please? A lot of us here need it. Delion tea or coffee, that's how you reverse it. This is by Prophet Uebert Angel on his actual page on Instagram. So it is actually verified information by the Prophet himself. So you can go ahead and grab yourself the Delion tea and you'll be able to just reverse it. Thank you.
But I told you there is a reversal. As a matter of fact, we told you what to do even now. But because we are not medical experts and stuff like that, I just deal with Dr. Jesus, But Dr. Jesus created everything that will make you safe from these diseases, or rather reverse sickness the natural way. So since that's what happened, it is easy for us to actually say, oh, if they gave me poison, I was just gonna drink this and then I'm okay. So even if they force you, you go like, I've got an antidote.
Thank you all for watching this video. Please be assured to like, share, and subscribe. And you can give your comments on what you think on the video and everything else that you expect us to be addressing, whether it is financial issues, whether it is social issues, whether it is international issues. The grace is available, and make sure that you share the video with everyone else. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.